Hello everyone, and welcome to my chatty sassy channel here on YouTube, where we talk about all things luxury. By all of the bags that are sitting around me, you can obviously tell we are doing a luxury unboxing. This is my entire New York haul. So if you have not already watched my New York vlog, that is going to be linked down below. I'll also have it right here. But I am so excited to get to unbox these things so I can share them with you. It has been really hard not using them and taking pictures of them and posting them on my Instagram because I am just so excited with so many of these things. So I had to go ahead and film this unboxing so that I can get to actually using all of these incredible goodies. So with that, we are going to start off, and I think I'm going to go in order of like least to most exciting. So as it builds, it's going to get more and more exciting. So we're gonna start out with what I got in Aloe, and while I wouldn't call this a necessary purchase, it sort of was. New York was very hot and humid, and because we were walking around in the heat and humidity, we were getting sweaty all the time. So I changed outfits. I think like I wore 2 different outfits every single day, including on the way home, because I didn't want to start out in sweaty clothes on the way home. So before we left for the airport, we actually ran up to the room, showered, and put on clean clothes. This is what I wore home so that I would have clean clothes to wear home, because I had not anticipated needing all of my clothes for the trip. And what I got you've actually already seen on Instagram because it was the picture from the last day that we were there. And first up is the shorts that I got in the heathered oatmeal color. They have pockets, which made them super convenient. They're also a good long length. I always wear a long cardigan on the plane anyway, so I wasn't worried as far as like staying down in shorts or anything like that. But this was super convenient for wearing at the airport and just being able to slip my phone out when I needed my boarding pass. And then to go with it, I got this crop top t-shirt. It is in such a smooth, silky material. Like, it just feels so good. I did have to size up in a medium for this because of my bust in order to get it to fit right. But once I sized up in a medium, I thought that it was really, really cute. Definitely a winning set in my opinion, and I would highly recommend it. I just highly recommend Aloe in general because they are like my favorite loungewear to wear. Now, my very first purchase of the trip came from Ralph Lauren, specifically from the coffee shop at Ralph Lauren. Tried on some really beautiful pieces. There was that beautiful like $12,000 set that I tried on that was really cool. I'm not paying $12,000 for that outfit. That felt like I could definitely replicate it at TJ Maxx, which I'm definitely going to try to do this fall. But I still wanted to make a purchase in Ralph Lauren, and they still had the special edition Olympic stuff, and I'd been wanting something from the Olympics. So I got the Olympic version of the coffee mug with the American and French flags on it. These are available through, he said, September 1 is the last day that they are going to be selling any of the Olympic wear. So if you are wanting Olympic stuff, like, go get it right now, because it is going to be gone very, very soon. I'm hoping that I have this video up before it is gone, but you never know with how everything's going to get edited together. But I was just really thrilled to get this. It has the year on it, and yeah, I was really thrilled to get to pick this up as my little piece of Ralph Lauren from New York. Now let's move to the last thing that I purchased on the trip, and that came from Stuart Weitzman. So while we were on this trip, Meghan and Harry were doing a like royal tour type of thing, though it wasn't a royal tour, but they were doing a tour thing in Colombia, which meant there was a lot of great fashion, and several of the pieces I was able to actually look at when we were up in New York and loved. But this one was one that fills a gap in my collection that I've been looking to replace. And as soon as I tried them on, and I was just trying them on because she had worn them, I was like, yeah, these are exactly what I've been looking for. And because it's Stuart Weitzman, you can guess that they are a pair of shoes. The box did not make it home in the luggage because we bought this like right before we went to the airport. But they are these flat sandals, but they're just a really pretty basic pair of brown summer sandals. The thing that I liked so much about these is they're very simple. There's not a whole lot going on with them. It's not a crazy amount of straps. They do have a strap on the back, so they aren't slides, which I really appreciate. They have a lot of really good cushion in them for support, but then this side of the foot is actually kind of naked. And so it creates just a really pretty, interesting silhouette. If I need to go dressier, I have my Hermes wedges that I'd be wearing anyway. So I thought these were a great pair of summer sandals, and they are $2.95. I will have them linked down below. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and do what I was most excited about to purchase in New York now. Because everything else has a little bit more of a story to it that I'm going to talk about. But if you were paying attention in the vlog, you've probably noticed that there was a change to my wrist stack. And that is because from Cartier, my husband and I purchased our matching love bracelets. So I went with the thin love bracelet, which you can see here, and I got it in a size 16. I have not taken it off since they put it on us in the store, neither has my husband with his. We don't intend to. Unless we're doing something truly nasty and gnarly, these are never coming off of our wrist. So my husband went with the thick in a size, well, not thick, but the original classic in a size 19. So I've been talking about a love bracelet for a while, and throughout the course of this year, when we went up in January, I had my husband try one on. He was interested in it, and we've talked throughout the year about the fact that we decided that we wanted to get both of us love bracelets, not just me mine. And this has been the past like year and a half. We've just had so much personal family things that have been going on, and for us, we had thought that we might get them for our 5th anniversary, but we ultimately decided that just with everything that was going on, we wanted to get these for ourselves, just sort of as a, like, I love you, like, no matter what happens in our lives, like, we're going to love each other and we're going to have a good life because we love each other. And so we got these bracelets, and we were able to get them from Lisa from Luxury and Life in the Middles. Client advisor, Drew, and he was amazing, and Meredith came with us. And so just having these interactions with people that we love, like buying this thing that is so significant to us and has such a meaning to us that, like, I'm not going to get into all the full details on here because that's very personal, but getting these and having these together, we have just been so happy with, and we have just loved looking down at the other person's wrist and seeing the love bracelet on them. And I mean, it's sort of like, it's obviously not our wedding bands because, like, we've been married for a while, but it's another form of that, and it's another very symbolic showing for us of our love and our commitment to each other. And so having this bracelet has been very, very significant and meaningful. And we knew that we were going to buy these when we went up to New York, and I was sort of thinking that this would probably be like our only purchase. I would maybe buy myself one other thing. Obviously we bought more than that. But having this has been really significant. It's a major wish list item that I'm thrilled to have checked off, but it's not the only wish list item that we checked off. So let's go ahead and let's do the Fashionphile unboxing. So we went to Fashionphile, all the girls did. Blake was not with me, which honestly, had he been with me, who knows, I may have ended up with even more stuff. But the Fashionphile trip was so much fun. I think everyone got something except for Lisa, but she lives in New York, and we just had such a good time. They took such good care of us there, and I actually have 2 pieces from Fashionphile, but I'm going to start with the wish list piece first. And it comes in a Chanel bag. I got the red aged calfskin with gold hardware 2018 reissue wallet on chain. And it is just like, it's in such a good condition. The only thing that was the matter with it is the shaping on the side and the bottom. It was clearly like stored very crushed, and so that's not perfect, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's just folded, and I think over time I can work that out of the leather. But the other neat thing about this, most reissues have a metal chain. This one actually has the metal with the leather chain in it. And then I have a base shaper in it. Meredith gave me one of her base shapers from Handbag Angels because I was debating it, and she's like, you're getting it and I'm giving you my base shaper because I've got a lot at home. And so I ended up with her base shaper for it, but I am so thrilled with this. Like, I have been wanting a wallet on chain for a while. While we were there, I FaceTimed Blake, and he's like, yeah, go with it, like you've been talking about it for forever. I FaceTimed my parents, and they were like, you have been talking about this forever, go with it. And so, and then all the ladies there were looking at me like, you've been talking about this forever, get it and go with it. And so I gave into the peer pressure, and I did get it, and I went with it, and I'm so happy that I did that, because look at how just beautiful that this is. I had been debating between this one or the current Getting It New in the store, which is against everything that I said that I want to do, Caviar Burgundy. And Deb from Wild Unfiltered, when we were all sitting around and everyone was kind of doing their final debates, Deb brought up a really good point to me, and this kind of sealed the deal for me. She said, if both were sitting right here in front of you, regardless of condition, regardless of price, they're both right here, which one would you be drawn to? And that really kind of put it in perspective, because when I thought about it, this red I was probably more drawn to. And then I was still kind of thinking about it. I was walking up to the counter, and I was going to make my final decision when I got up there to the counter, because I was either going to buy this or I was going to leave it with him. And as I was walking, someone had that maroon in a mini on, and I saw it, and I held up this one at the same time, and this one was just so striking and stunning and made me so happy with this color and the gold that it really sealed it. And so I think that Amelia and Meredith being like, you put a base shaper in, the shape's gonna be perfectly fine. Deb being like, if they were right in front of you, which color are you more drawn to? That really sealed the deal for me on this. So I was so excited to get this with all of my YouTube friends there, and everyone sort of like, get it. And I'd had this on my cart for like a couple of months. It had just gone on sale, and then Meredith said, oh, by the way, Chanel is an extra 8% off today here in person. I got the bag. And I got it for $2,070, which for a walk from Chanel, I was thrilled with, because I really didn't want to have to go over $2. I was wanting to stay right around $2 and then plus tax, and we were able to get it for $270 plus tax. So yeah, really thrilled with this. Now I've got a David Yurman bag here. I actually didn't buy anything in David Yurman, but I did buy a David Yurman piece. I got this gorgeous double chain necklace, but it's not just a double chain necklace, because I can turn around the clasp and it actually lays a lot better when it's on, but it is part of the buckle collection, and so it has this gorgeous buckle clasp with gold accents and diamonds on it, and this is just so beautiful no matter which way I wear it. It is a really stunning piece, and because it was up in New York, I was able to pop into David Yurman, and they were able to polish it right up and get it shiny and beautiful and perfectly new again. So I didn't have a double chain. I had a triple chain. I've got single chains, but now I have a double chain as well, and I was just thrilled with this one because it was so unique. They don't do this necklace anymore, and so I was just really thrilled to get this piece. And it came in at $875. So this was within my budget of what I was planning to spend. This was a little extra splurge that I decided, you know what, I'm gonna spend a little bit more than I intended because I'm still coming in under the classic wallet on chain new from store. So I went ahead and I got this, and that was sort of my New York budget. I did not have a plan to buy anything else on this trip. The shoes I'm not counting, because those are replacing shoes that were worn out. But I bought one more thing. And I had not planned to buy this. I'd seen it a couple of weeks before New York, and I'd seen it in our group chat saying, I can't believe it, like I'm not in New York, and I think I may have already found what I'm going to buy in New York. And I had messaged the store to see if it was still available. I never heard back. I assumed it was sold. And we went in the store, and I was just kind of doing one last casual walk around, and I saw it. And the store that we were in is what goes around comes around. Now, like I said, I hadn't planned to spend any more. And we had gone to the first location, and right before we walked to the second location, Blake was like half a block away, so he came over and he walked with us to go and look in the second store with me. And that just been more meeting up for convenience for us to go back to the hotel. And then I saw this. I saw that they still had it. And Blake loved it. And Meredith loved it. And I loved it. And Amelia loved it. And everyone was like, oh wow, like that's a great color. And I didn't have anything from this brand. And then the guy said that he'd do us a deal. And he took over $500 off the price. And at that point, I couldn't say no. Because Blake told me that I could get it. And that he was fine with this because although it was over what my planned budget had been, remember accounting for luxury, I account for where all these funds are going from and where they're all coming from and all of that. Blake told me that I could get it. So, because it came under what his budget was that he thought that we would spend. He was expecting me to buy a lot more than I did. And I bought a lot more than I was expecting to. So we sort of met in the middle. But, oh, the color. I got this stunning, and it's coming up actually brighter and a little bit greener than it is in person. But it is this gorgeous golden mustard yellow chain baguette. So it is from Fendi. Some of the stickers were actually still on some of the hardware, which was really shocking. Those came off pretty immediately. There's a little bit of marking on the bottom. I'm not sure if you can really see it at all, but otherwise the bag is great condition. But otherwise this bag is in great condition, and it is just such a beautiful color. And there had been multiple times this spring and summer where I was like, man, I would love to have a yellow bag to go with this outfit. And I've now got a yellow bag, and it's from Fendi. But yeah, like I'm thrilled. I'm going to do a whole like what fits in this and review of this. I have already carried this. I got so excited. I had a meeting Wednesday, so the day after we got home, and I couldn't wait. I had to go ahead and carry it. So I have actually already carried this, and I really, really loved it. But we ended up picking up this bag for $19.95. So he took $505 off the price of this bag. I am just thrilled with this. It's put me behind. I'm now starting at 0 for my watch that I plan to get. But I think that this bag was really worth it. And getting my first Fendi bag with all of my friends who are Fendi lovers was really, really exciting to me. I really love it. I'm so glad that Blake was there, because had Blake not been there, I would not have felt like I could have gotten this bag. Blake gave me the okay to get this bag, and I am just so glad that he did, because it is such a beautiful, beautiful bag. And it's a size bag that I really don't have because my East-West are a bit bulkier. This is a much more narrow profile, and I really, really love it. I have ordered a organizer for it from Handbag Angels, so a shaper just to help it keep its shape because it is a very squishy leather. But yeah, I have finally found the baguette size that works for me, and so I'm very excited to have a Fendi baguette in my collection now. So that is it for the New York unboxings. I'm very curious as to what you guys think, and let me know in the comments down below if you like what I purchased, if you thought that I should have gotten something else instead, and I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, everyone. Bye!